Across the continent of Africa, independent candidates are not independent at all. Independent candidates in the democracies of Africa are very few, except the case of South Africa, where we have the real independent candidates who come in with independent agenda, which is contrary to the opposition and to the government. But they stand neutral in the middle, so that when the government and opposition are hitting each other in parliament, the independent candidate brings an alternative which would help the governance of a state. Across in Kenya, today we see so many independent candidates. They are independent candidates by per se, but they are not independent. They have linings, they lean against with the parties, they dine with the parties, they even mention, they use symbols of the parties to win elections. The Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission of Kenya should have actually specified exactly what type of independence we mean. You cannot have one candidate who has lost the election in the primaries, in nominations, switching off to another, to independent candidature, and then he says, I support the president, the presidential vote should be given to X or to Y, to Raila or to Ruto or to so and so, but you give me my vote as an independent candidate. Such a behavior is not an election. That is a play of students in primary school in Butere girls. Because when you look at those type of things that happen in countries in Africa, the question of independent candidates in my country, Uganda, for example, all of them, about 120 of them, turned up to be part and parcel of the same government, the same party that they rejected. So where is the independence? If you go to parliament, if you go to campaign and talk about the main party that give the vote to the president of that party which you left, are you independent? Independent should mean independence. Independence should produce independent candidates. If you are independent, then you must have independent ideas that are different from the party, and they should not be part of the parties. That you should not even borrow a manifesto from any of the parties, but be in your own manifesto, like in civilized democracies, the democracies that Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, Max Weber, Karl Marx talked about. Less than that, we are very far from being independent and having independent candidates in African parliaments. Thank you.